Hey everybody. So I'm sorry that I'm kind of like cropped off down here. I can't just prop this one up. I can't just sit it on its side and it'll stay. I have to prop it up on my window. So it looks kind of funny, but anyways, this is going to probably be not a very quick video. Just because I have a lot to talk about. But yesterday I tried to contact my birth father and I called him. I don't know if it was the right number, but I called and someone answered and said that a person with my birth father's name did live there, but he wasn't home yet. So I don't know who it was or what, but he said that he would be home in an hour. So I called back in an hour, well, over like an hour and 30 minutes, and they said he still wasn't home. And so I gave him my name and my number, and he said that he would tell him to call me back, but I haven't heard from him. I did end up getting a hold of my birth mother, and it's a funny story how it happened. I was looking her up because she's gone by several last names, so I didn't really know how to find her, and I didn't know what she was going by now. But I googled her name when she was married to my birth father, and it popped up, you know, her name and then her maiden name and the name she has now. And she's married to somebody else now. But she happens to live really close to where I do, just like 5 minutes away, I think. Anyways, so I found her name now, and I went on Facebook and I looked it up because my friend told me that's an easy way to find them because lots of people have Facebook. So I Facebooked her name now, and I happened to find someone with her name, so I messaged her and said, "Hi, I'm Rebecca. I'm looking for my birth mother, and if that could be you, please message me back." And I sent a friend request. And about an hour later, she accepted my friend request and messaged me saying, "Yes, I am your birth mother. I'm very interested in talking to you, and this is my number if you'd like to call me." And I messaged her back saying, "When are you available?" And she said, "All the time." And so I called her right then, and we happened to be on the phone for an hour and 5 minutes, just talking to each other about our likes and our dislikes, and it just so happens that we have a lot in common for having never, known each other, I guess. We do have a lot in common as far as our likes. She likes to read, I like to read. She likes cats, I like cats. She also has my voice. She has a very similar voice to mine, which is funny because I don't know anybody who has like a high-pitched little girl voice. I get told that on the phone I sound like a little girl all the time. But she did too, and it was very crazy because I didn't expect that, at least. I have her eyes. And anyways, as for something else that I found out, she's like, "Do you know you have a brother?" And I was like, "Well, I know I have several." And she said, "No, you have a full brother." And I said, "Wait, what?" Because I never knew that. And he's 1 year older than me, and his name is Kenny. And he lives in Newton, which is about an hour away from where I live now, but where I grew up in Halstead, it's about like 15 minutes away, I guess. So anyway, that's where my birth father lives as well. But I believe my brother lives with my birth father. So anyways, that was crazy to find out. And I also found out that I have a sister too, a half sister, I think, who's a teenager now. I'm not sure her name or anything about her. I don't know if she's 18 yet. I don't know if I can contact her or not. But I did send a friend request to my brother, and I don't think he's responded yet. But he knows about me. And that was just crazy because I didn't expect to have a full sibling. So that was nuts. I was just sitting there like, oh my god, this is crazy. I need to take my medication. I have a cold or something. I've seen it's going around. It's a 99-degree temperature and coughing and sore throat and stuff. So I went to the doctor and I got medication for it. I'm taking Mucinex and Nasonex, I think, and a Z-Pack. So it seems to be helping. But yeah, anyways, that was totally off topic. Anyways, I am going to be meeting her today at 1, and it is almost 10, so I'm just kind of, I don't know, it was weird. It was very weird, like seeing pictures of my birth mother and pictures of my brother, and we have a lot of similarities. We all have the same eyes, which is crazy. I don't know, it was awkward, and the whole time I was talking to my birth mom, I was shaking because I didn't think that I would actually get to talk to her. Because it's been so long that it was just a totally different experience than I've never felt that happy and excited and awkward at the same time. But she has 4 cats, I think, and the funny part about them is 2 of them are named Gandalf the Little, or Gandalf the Small and Gandalf the Big, or I think something like that, but the 2 of them are named Gandalf, and I thought that was funny, because I name my cats funny things too. Anyways, I just wanted to throw that out there. But she loves cats, and ever since I was a little girl, I loved cats, and I brought cats home almost every week. And my mom was like, stop bringing cats home. But I don't know, I loved cats. Not so much anymore. Ever since I've had Caden, I'm not as big of a cat person, just because I have Caden. And keeping up with him is crazy. So anyways, I told her about Caden, and she was happy. She's excited to meet him. I'm going to be bringing him in Bryce with me today to go meet her, and she was excited to hear that I was engaged, and it was just crazy, guys. I can't explain to you how weird it was to hear somebody on the other end of the phone that sounded like me, that had the same likes as me, and we've never really met. So it's just, I didn't think genetics had that much of a part in everything, but they really do. It's crazy. Let's see. Also, for the comments on my previous videos, I'm gonna make this kind of short, but when I called my birth parents, my mother and my father, I didn't do that because I thought of them as more parents than my own parents. when I was talking to my birth mom, I called my mom, and my dad, and I didn't call her my mother or anything. Didn't really call her anything, but it's not that I think of her as more of a parent than my parents, but I do still think of her as a parent to me. She carried me for 9 months. She gave me life. She could have easily had an abortion, but she chose to be a mother and give me the gift of life. And I believe that that makes you a mom, just because, and they're on my birth certificate as my parents. So technically, they still are my parents, regardless of whether they raised me or not. It doesn't make me think any less of my adopted parents. I still love my adoptive parents dearly, and I still think of them as my mother and my father. The only reason I call them my parents too is because they gave me life. They're the ones who created me. Without them, I wouldn't be here. So they are my parents. I call her my bio mom, and I haven't talked to my dad, so I don't really call him anything. But when I'm talking to you guys, it makes it, I don't know, it's just, I don't really think about it that much, just because it's not that big of a deal to me or my parents. But I mean, if you think about it, I think what makes you a mom is giving your child the best that you can. And that's what my parents tried to do for me. Regardless of whether they raised me or not, they still gave me life, which they could have easily said, no, I don't want to. I don't want to take care of a child. I can't take care of a child. I'm not ready to take care of a child, and gotten an abortion and said, I don't want to be a parent. And they did not do that. They accepted their responsibilities as adults and as parents, and kept me healthy, and gave me to a family who could care for me. And I believe that that makes them also my parents. I don't know. That's just me. If I were to give my son up for adoption, I would still consider him my son, regardless of whether or not I raised him or not. I still had him. I still gave him life. I gave him breath. I gave him the option to live, when nowadays, us as mothers, we can take that away. So I still consider them my parents, though I do realize they're not the people who raised me. They're not the people I've called my parents my whole life, and I'm not saying that they are. So please stop with the negative comments about that, because it's not that I think of them as my mother and father, but I think of them as the people who did the best they could for me, and I appreciate them for that. So I hope that makes sense, and I hope there are no more stupid comments about, oh, you can't call them your parents. It's funny that you call them your mom and dad because they did nothing for you. Well, they did. They gave me life. I think that's a pretty big thing right there, but, you know, whatever. So stop with the negative comments. It's really stupid. Just, like, it's not your life. It's not, I mean, your choice what I should call my birth parents. But I have her in my phone as bio mom, so it's not like, you know, just, you know, whatever. It's just silly. Anyways, so I'm gonna go meet her today, and I don't think I'm gonna do a video, guys. I'm sorry, but it would just be kind of awkward, because this is our time to meet each other, but I'll try and take some pictures, because I will want those later on too, but I don't think I'm going to do a video, so I'm sorry. I've had people ask me if I'll do a video, and I don't really think that's the best option right now. Maybe later on when we start getting closer and hanging out more, but I feel like that would be kind of awkward make things more awkward than they already will be, because it is kind of awkward to talk to somebody who's your birth mother for the first time. It's just awkward enough. I don't want to have a video camera recording our awkwardness. So this is terrible. I've had this for like a week. Anyways, so I'm sorry, but I will have pictures up on my Facebook page and my Instagram if I do take pictures. So be on the lookout for those. I do post a lot of stuff on my Instagram, which is Becca and Baby now, because I've changed it several times. But just because I don't know, I like change in my life, I guess. I can't stand one username forever, especially if you have the option to change it. It's like, okay, let's do something new. But anyways, it's Becca and Baby now. So if you want to see pictures of us and all that fun stuff, then follow my Instagram. I'm sorry, guys, I'm gonna cough. Anyways, I'll see you guys later. I've got to see if Bryce is awake yet. So, bye, and I hope this helped. I know a lot of people have been really interested in my whole adoption story and everything, so I hope this helped you guys who aren't adopted, who, you know, are just wondering what it's all about, and for those of you who were adopted and are like, hey, that's kind of like my story, or hey, that went better than my story, I guess. I don't know, because I've heard a lot of bad stories about adoption things, and I know my parents were worried about it going wrong, and so far it hasn't. But I will keep you guys posted, and I will probably, I don't know if I'll make a video today. Either I'll make a video today or I will post pictures. So anyways, sorry for the 17-minute long video. I told you guys it was going to be long. I didn't do that whole, oh, it's going to be a short video 10 minutes later. So I think that's all I have to say. I'm sure I'll remember something as soon as I turn this off. But anyways, that's everything that I can think of. And I hope you guys have a good day. Bye, guys.